Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Dustin.
And I'm the goon!
It's Dustin and the Goon now. So today we're going to be talking about Pokémon, because it's everyone's favorite game. So lately there has been a new announcement with the Sword and Shield, so that's pretty exciting. They showed us the starters, which, I mean, I at least have some opinions about. And after that we'll just be talking full on Pokemon, because why not?
They might have released some more stuff by the time this airs, but as of right now, just the starters and the region.
Yeah, just the starters in the region. From what you told me, the region is literally Great Britain upside down.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. That seems so lazy, but I mean, kind of cool in the same sense.
Yeah, I mean they did the same thing with in Black and White. It literally just like Manhattan, I think, like specifically New York, but I think the part was Manhattan. And the very first regions, Kanto and Johto, were of the Kanto and Johto regions in the Japan. The Nippon. Y'all from the Nippon, I reckon.
So I actually never knew that they regionalized the games like that.
Yeah.
I always knew
Scrub.
that Sun and Moon was based in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
But I never actually knew that the other games, like Black and White, was based off New York and Manhattan and so forth. I had no idea, to be honest.
Yeah, X and Y was France. They literally had a fucking Eiffel Tower in the fucking game.
I never played that one. That's the only one I never played. Yeah. I went from Black and White 2 on the DS. I never had a 3DS for like the longest time. Until Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby came out, and then I bought the 3DS because I was like, hey, I have to play Alpha Sapphire. I simply have to. So then that's when I experienced all the X and Y Pokemon.
Right, and the Mega Evolutions.
Which I still hate those. I think they're a good idea if they were permanent. Like, I think like they should be like a fourth evolution. I don't think they should be like a one-time thing. I found they were pretty useless, to be honest. I found that most of the time they didn't make my stats any better significantly to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the Pokemon. Some Pokemon are very much like, I guess they could have made them more significant, the changes, if they have it as a temporary thing, because you can only use one Mega Evolution per Pokemon battle.
Exactly.
So if you are in a fight, like in an online battle, for example, you have like all 6 Pokemon that all are carrying a fucking Mega Stone. Only one of them is allowed to evolve, and
you see that's the only thing I didn't like, is I really didn't think it was that neat. Also, another thing that I actually really hated, I don't really know what game this was implemented, but those special attacks. I don't know what they're called.
What was it called? Z moves or something?
Yeah, something. Those are stupid too.
I think Sun and Moon started out, and that's the game that I didn't play. So
yeah, Sun and Moon was horrible. I would never recommend that to anybody.
And then they come out with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm like, that's the same shit.
Well, they always do that though. They did that, like Black and White 2 was the same fucking thing.
Actually, no. Black and White 2 was a sequel to Black and White.
Oh, story-wise?
Story-wise,
oh,
yes.
See,
because like the first gym leader in Black and White 2, he's your companion or rival in Black and White. And as well as the blonde girl that gives you the Pokemon in Black and White 2.
I didn't know that, because I got into Black and White 2. I bought it when it first came out. And I never do research on Pokemon games for the most part. I never used to, I should say. And I was like, oh, that new one came out really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, Black and White 1 was okay. I got a Pokemon that was a big pile of garbage. Literally, a Garbodor, which I love that thing, to be honest. And so I was like, yeah, okay, I can go get another Garbodor and kick some ass. So I got into it, and yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting, I guess. I thought it was literally just a rehash of number 1, just with like a couple extra things. I think there was like an extra island and a new starting location. Yeah. But other than that, like, I was like, same game, same Pokemon. What's the point?
I liked the idea that they had, because it reminded me a bit of Gold and Silver, where you play in the new region, but then go back to an old one.
Yeah.
And like time has passed, because like Brock and Misty are like stronger and whatnot, and Red is the champion. I would love to see that again, but so yeah, that was a bit different. A bit different and a bit disappointing, but maybe also because the Pokemon in Black and White kind of sucked.
Yeah, I feel like
the starters were shit. I hated them.
What were they again? They were that Servine.
Yeah, the serpent for the grass,
Was
the
it
pig.
Ember? Yeah, Ember.
Yeah, Embor, yeah. And the fucking samurai otter for the water Pokemon.
I can never pronounce. I think it's Oshawott. I can never pronounce that
Oshawott, yeah, that's the first evolution. And the last was Samurott, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't mind the otter just because it's an otter. I love otters.
I feel like they could have designed them a bit better.
Definitely. Definitely.
Kind of lame. There were a couple cool Pokemon in there, like the crocodile evolution line, the ground dark one.
Oh yeah.
Crocodile.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What one did I like in there? Other than the Garbodor, I liked. I actually seriously liked that Garbodor, to be honest. There was a couple in there that I like. I just can't think of.
Was it Vanillux?
No.
Ooh, Hydreigon. That Hydra.
Hydreigon, yeah.
That Hydra Dragon. That was cool.
That one was pretty cool. I thought there was another dragon that I like. Actually, why don't we just pull up a Pokedex? To be honest?
Yeah, Bulbapedia. Because for all of you out there, if you've never played Pokemon before, the way you play it is you open Bulbapedia.com, read up on all the Pokemon that exist in that game, plan out which ones you want to catch based on the evolution line, plan out when you will evolve them based on what attacks you want them to learn, and then have no surprise at all while playing.
And I don't use Bulbapedia, I'm sorry.
What?
I use the database.
The Pokemon database.
I much prefer the database.
There's some starters.
Let's go here, Pokemon games. So we want Black and... Let's start with Black and White, too.
Yeah.
And then we should just be able... I haven't used this in a long time, damn. Black and White 2 Pokedex.
Ugh. I hate it when they have legendaries that you can only get during events.
I know. They've always done that, though, and it's so annoying.
Because, the thing is, I don't want another Mew clone, like Victini in this case. But then not having it is
So, I like the Scolipede, actually. I remember the Scolipede. The Scolipede was, one of the ones I had to get, right away.
Yeah, this is actually a bug Pokemon that's very interesting. Cool.
I hated...
Yes,
the Simisear, the Pampur,
the fucking
the
monkeys.
Those are so dumb. Those are one of the dumbest. And you can get one for free, and I refused.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not fucking using that.
It's I'm just gonna teach you cut until I don't need you anymore.
I also got the Gigalith, which starts out as the Raggenrola.
Is that one that evolves through trading, or?
I don't think it evolves. It might. I don't think it does. We can check.
I fucking hate that when they do that.
Yeah, you have to trade it.
Ugh.
But yeah, I got that Gigalith, and it is fantastic. It was a great Pokemon.
Yeah.
Super slow, but its power was crazy.
What I liked about this compared to Golem is that it's just rock. It's not rock ground, so it doesn't have two fucking weaknesses.
Exactly.
Because that's literally all it does when you add ground to rock.
So this, the Musharna, that one. What were they thinking when they designed that?
I was just gonna say, did you like that?
What does that look like to you?
Well, it looks like a jelly bean that's farting.
Do you know what? I think this right here is a nice big long umbilical cord, and that is the fetus.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's what that looks like to me.
I mean, it's like a dreaming Pokemon. Who dreams more than a fetus?
Yeah, I always thought that was a fetus. So, ever since I seen it.
So you would abort the Musharna?
I would abort the Musharna.
You know what I liked about there's this one fairy type Pokemon that doesn't evolve into anything. If you scroll up here a bit more, should be somewhere in the beginning. There it is, Aldino.
Oh, Aldino, yeah.
I loved killing those things in the beginning because they give a shit ton of XP.
Yeah, that was like a good XP grind. There was one area where you could always find them. Yeah. I thought those were a great way to grind. I also the Garbodor. I love the Garbodor.
Yeah.
I love poison types. I'm a sucker for them.
Ooh.
And there's your
Crocodile. Yeah.
Some of them are so stupid to pronounce.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Flying types. I actually having a hard time finding a good flying type that I liked in this one. I think I ended up using the Mandibuzz because I liked the Valtry look and appeal, but he was kind of a bitch to level up from Fall AV.
Braviary was a bit was pretty strong. It was just like a Pidgeotto, Pidgeot kind of Pokemon. But I just don't like how it looks. It reminds me of America.
I think they did a good job with the fossil Pokemon in this game actually, because the Caracosta was really fucking cool. That big ass turtle, that was cool. The other version, Archops, Archean. Yeah, that one was okay, but the turtle was awesome. And Water Rock, that's a pretty cool combo.
Yeah, you know what I hate? Fucking Scrafty. Like,
Scrafty.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking punk
Oh, yeah.
that can't wear his skin. And you know what the most annoying part about this is? This is a shiny Pokemon I caught.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it looks ugly as fuck, but I had to get it because it was shiny.
Of course, yeah, when they're shiny. This, the Cofagris,
Mm-hmm.
that one was pretty cool too, the ghost type.
Yeah.
I never actually used one, but I had a buddy that used it, and he did pretty good with it.
Spooky.
Yeah, what else did they have here? Oh, fuck, the Zebstrika?
Mm-hmm.
How you pronounce that? Yeah, that one was kind of dumb. It's just Honita, but electric.
Zoroark was cool,
Zoroark.
or at least looked cool.
I love Zorak's ability.
Yeah, the ability is fucking awesome.
That was the coolest ability.
Although it doesn't make sense playing against the computer, because I don't know if they see it, if you trick the computer.
Actually,
I think they're doing their own damn shit no matter what.
Maybe you can answer this, or maybe one of our listeners can answer this for me, because I have always been curious, and I don't trust Google, to be honest with me.
Yeah.
When you are playing Pokemon, and you level up your Pokemon, and it learns an ability that removes, like, say, like, PP from, like, your enemy's attack.
Yes.
Does that work on computers? Because I swear I've been hyper beamed like 40 times. Like, so can you actually stop them from using their moves like that, or does the computer just have it infinite? Because I actually have no clue. Because I could have sworn.
Well, disable works on them.
Well, disable, yes, but I'm talking. Can you actually run their PP out?
I guess the only way to test it is to have a resilient enough Pokemon, like have like a fucking Gengar level 100 with what is it? There's it has an attack that I forgot what it's called, Grudge or something.
Yeah, those two.
And just like fight against somebody who only has like 10 PP attacks, and then see what happens.
Agreed. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, moving down this list, Escavalier.
Fucking okay.
I thought that was a cool one.
Okay, so the stupid thing with Carablast and Shelmet was like that again. You had to trade them to evolve them, and they had to also hold an item, I think, or at least one of them had to.
Let's take a look.
It was really dumb.
You just have to trade with.
Check Carablast though. Oh, you have to trade them. Yeah, you have to trade them specifically with each other, because then Carablast will take on his armor basically.
Oh, and then this Shelmet turns into
a ninja.
That ninja thing. So sorry, let's take a look at Carablast.
Yeah. Because you see, as it turns into
trade with Shelmet.
As it turns into a bug steel because it takes the shell.
It took me forever to get that Escavalier because of that reason. Yeah. And then by the time I got Escavalier, I got it like level 24, and my other stuff was like level 60, and I just didn't feel like grinding.
Yeah. The Sawsbug I feel like was just there for just because Black and White was the first game that introduced seasons, which I liked.
Oh yeah.
I actually like that. Because it just changes things a bit up, because you can play like if you don't fuck around with the time on your DS to suit your own fucking thing, it's fun to like play and be like, it's winter outside and it's winter here, it's fun.
I like that, yeah, because you could get different Pokemon, different seasons, and it made the adventure a bit different.
Yeah, I wish they would use that with, you know how in the Sun and Moon thing, the one thing that I liked about the games was their different versions of the first generation, like an Ice Vulpix.
Yeah, actually, that was I was really confused when I first seen it. I thought people were cheating. I was like, what is this? And
no, that's really cool, because it's like, it adapted to a new environment, and I thought it would be cool to have like more Pokemon do it that would just like have seasons and Pokemon that kind of change with types of seasons. That'd be fun. And you could even have a gym around that, where like the gym is like a fucking greenhouse where everything, like the temperature and the season changes.
I think that'd be a really good idea. That'd be really unique. I think
cool
that
challenge.
This
Galvantula,
that one was kind of a cool one too.
Yeah.
I think they did a pretty good job with most of their electrics in this game.
Oh, dude, Volcarona, loved it.
Volcarona, I was confused about Volcarona. Because Volcarona is it a legendary?
It's one of those pseudo legendaries.
Because it has a pre-form.
Yeah, but it takes like until level 50 or something to evolve.
But how do you even get Larvesta?
I think in Black and White 2, you get it. You get the egg or from like the guy that looks like Volcarona.
Okay.
The guy with the hair. because he was the champion in Black and White.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I caught Volcarona in Black and White.
In the first one you catch it,
just
yeah.
in a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, and then I looked at the Pokedex, and I seen Larvesta.
Well,
like,
you can make it the sex.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's kind of interesting then, because I was always curious on if that was actually a proper legendary.
It was really cool because it was bug fire, which they haven't done before. It looked cool and was actually pretty strong and useful, and I loved it. I love fire type Pokemon so
Fire
much.
types.
Oh yes, the Haxorus one. That was a cool dragon.
Haxorus, yeah, that was Haxorus kind of just made me think of Tyranitar.
Yeah.
It's like they're just trying to rehash that. I think that there's a couple.
Well, Tyranitar came out of Haxorus.
What did you think of Tynamo?
Fucking confusing as fuck.
Do you think that supports my fetus theory? Because this Pokemon is literally a little semen.
It was confusing as fuck because I always kept thinking it was a water Pokemon because it's a fucking eel.
Yeah.
And of course it's electric. But then it has the ability to, because it's floating, so you can't hit it with ground. Yeah. And I think ground is the only thing that fucks electric Pokemon, so it's literally not vulnerable to anything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Chandelure line was good. Like
Chandelure, yeah.
Because again, I love fucking fire.
And Ghost and Fire, that's pretty cool combo. You can't go wrong with that.
It was great. And it was a strong Pokemon. I love the 3 evolution Pokemon. So.
Oh, I know. They're way better, to be honest, in my opinion. Actually, Durant.
Yeah.
I wish they gave it more evolutions. I love Durant's design.
And I love the thing with Heatmore being its rival. I wish they would have done more with that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They could have had some cool evolutionary lines.
Yeah.
I hated the Tornadus, Thundurus, Landurus.
They're dumb, they're annoying, and they're lazy designs because they all look the same.
Yep. And these are.
These are just old Pokemon
Some of them are.
pop up there. Oh, those three were also stupid.
I never caught those ones. These guys are from Black and White too, weren't they?
No, those are from Pearl and Diamond.
Oh, that's right.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we have our legendaries. Oh, I guess we have
Golaric, yeah.
Golaric. Buffalont.
Buffalont was fucking. Why is that not an evolution for Taurus?
Right?
Or at least, just like in Sun and Moon, a different version of Taurus. Because it looks like Taurus.
There's one of the stupidest ones.
Vanillux. You know what? I actually had that. That's alright. It's an ice Pokemon. It's not that bad.
I thought it was the stupidest design. I was like,
really? Cream? You love the fucking garbage, but you hate the ice cream?
Ice cream. Shredagon. I thought that was actually quite the overpowered Pokemon, to be honest.
Really? I just didn't bother with him at all.
He looks stupid.
Yeah, because it looked ugly as fuck, and it doesn't evolve into anything. It was like,
I found him in a cave randomly, and I caught it. And he had some really good moves, so I just, for the hell of it, tried him out, and he ended up permanently sitting on my team. I thought he was pretty good. There's the
Hydreigon.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
Did you see the names? They're like Dino, Spylos, Hydreigon. It's from the German 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
It's in the heads it has.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah.
Cheeky. And then we have our legendaries. The Reshiram and the Zekrom. Zekrom was way cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, Zekrom looked cooler. Like, even me loving fire Pokemon, I was like, Reshiram looks gay as fuck.
You know what drove me nuts?
What dig?
I wanted, Jesus. When I seen what the legendaries were, that's how I always pick what game I'm buying.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you want the one, but it's.
It was opposite.
Yes.
So I bought Pokemon Black, going, yes, I'm gonna get a Zekrom, and it gives you Reshiram.
I know.
And I was like, why would they do that?
I know, that is such false advertising.
If I wanted the Reshiram, I'd buy white.
Because that's how you. The only two ways you choose which version you want is A, the legendary, and B, the exclusive ones in the thing. Which again, you have to go to Bulbapedia first to find out, or the Pokemon database.
I do like Bulbapedia for some things. I don't know why.
I've never heard of this website before. So.
I know I've always just used this one. So, and then they had this Kyurem. Yeah. Which was if you combined Zekrom and Reshiram into one.
And that was only in Black and White too, not in Black and White.
Yeah, which I don't know how I have Kyurem. I have him, I don't know how, but I do.
You can catch him in a cave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's like the third legendary. It's like Rayquaza or like Rayquaza with Groudon and Kyogre, or Giratina, like he's like the third one. So like if they wouldn't have done Black and White 2, they would have done whatever the gray, I guess. That would be Kyurem's color.
But Keldo's stupid looking.
Yes.
And same with
Meloetta.
No,
I got a Genesect actually.
I want one of those so bad, and I can never get. I still don't have one.
Yeah, because I think you could only get it with some weird shitty event.
But the thing that drove me nuts with this game, well, with that's Pokemon and the fucking game, is that they advertised Genesect in Black and White, but you couldn't get they're not even in an event could you get it in Black and White. You couldn't get it till Black and White 2 came out. I think it was.
They did the same thing with they advertised it's a water fire legendary.
Yeah.
The first water fire. They advertised it while in X and Y, but it didn't come out until like Sun and Moon, I think. Yeah, or it came out like way after. Like I actually missed the event to get it, and I wanted it because it was fire
and water.
So it takes off the weakness of fire.
But yeah, no, that was Genesect's one I still wish I could get. So actually, I kind of like what we did here, going over the Pokedex. So we just did that gen. Do you want to do the other gens?
Not all of them, maybe, because that'll just take for fucking ever.
Oh yeah, no, but I think we can definitely cover some more here. I think it'll be interesting enough.
Sure, yeah.
But beforehand, I think we should talk about the starter Pokemon for the new Sword and Shield.
And we can bitch about Sun and Moon how shitty that is.
Just because I'm just gonna pull up the picture of them here.
You pull it.
So first of all, let's start with this this grass type. I don't have the name of it personally, but
I think you can if you just go back here. It was like on the first page. I know the fire one is called Score Bunny because I already wanted. Grookey.
Grookey.
The fuck is that name? I am Grookey instead of Groot. That's funny.
So Grookey is.
I like humor.
Grookey is I don't what's with the nose?
That's a mouth.
That's a mouth?
Yeah, it's a monkey. You know,
I thought it was a koala.
No, it has a tail.
Yeah, but that was like a koala mixed with a monkey.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't even know.
It's okay, it can be wrong. Well, actually, you know what? It looks like a lemur a little bit. Like maybe it'll evolve into like a lemur type.
I'd like to see what they turn that into, but as of now, I would pass on that.
Yeah, sure. I think it's cute, but it's no Rowlet.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new distressed Rowlet memes?
No, I have not.
So good.
I'll have to check those out.
Rowlet is like that's what I liked about Sun and Moon. Like some of the Pokemon look cool, like the starters, except the water one. That looked dumb as fuck. That clown fucking seal. But the kitty and the Rowlet, they were great.
What do you think of Scorbunny?
Something that makes me afraid of Scorbunny is that nose tape that it has. And that makes me fear that it's gonna be a fire fight.
Yeah, firefight, yeah.
And I don't want that anymore. I have so much firefight fatigue. You don't even know. The thing I want to mention about Scorbunny is that it further confirms the Zodiac theory. Have you heard of the Zodiac theory?
I have not.
Okay, so probably not in the beginning stages of Pokemon, but later on they realized that there was some what do you call that? There was some connection with the fire types and the Chinese zodiac, and they seem to be going off on that and create their fire starters according to that. Now, to the people that don't know, the Chinese zodiacs, that's like every year has like a different animal.
Yes.
And it's 12 animals. And there's the dog, the pig, the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, the monkey, and the rooster. And if you think about it, the first fire starter was Charmander or Charizard. That was the dragon. The second one, Cyndaquil, is kind of seen as the rat because it's like a mouse Pokemon. Yeah. The third one, Blaziken, is the rooster. Then the Pearl and Diamond, because it's a chicken, Torchic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a lizard. I don't know why.
Okay. The Pearl and Diamond one was Infernape, which is the monkey.
Yeah.
Then in Black and White it was Emboar, which is the pig.
Oh, I see this.
And in Sun and Moon it was a tiger, the kitty.
Yeah.
So what's left is the dog, the ox, the rabbit, the snake, the horse, and the goat. And now we have the rabbit coming up next.
I want the goat.
Yeah, so we can probably at this point with 100% surety say that the next generations will have an ox, a snake, a horse, and a goat. The problem with the horse is there's already Ponyta
Yeah.
and Rapidash, but they could still do a Pegasus. So like a
That'd be cool.
fire flying starter, that'd be dope.
I think that
Like
Ponyta
Charizard
has
again.
been abandoned, sadly,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they have done that on purpose. Because
She'll
they
start with Ponyta, I don't know.
Oh my God, we
And it has like a
worse.
that, and then it gets a third
That
evolution.
would
And
be
that's
cool,
a
then.
Pegasus.
turns into a Pegasus.
I just want a
yeah.
fucking Pegasus.
So
So yeah. Other than I'm scared that it's gonna be a firefighting.
mm-hmm.
I think it looks cool, and I want it.
Sobble.
Sobble can go gobble on my nuts. Look at this. He can't even believe that he's in there.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, why am I here?
I'm the starter. Are you serious?
Sobble is oh, the name is stupid. It's almost as bad as Grookey. But
The thing about this is interesting is in that little trailer that they showed, where they showed them off just for like a few seconds,
Mhm.
Sobble comes out of the water and is see-through. He's camouflaged, and I wonder if that was them teasing how he will already have an ability like that.
that would be cool. The only thing I see with him is he looks like a squirrel with a really large head.
Yeah, but so did Squirtle. He reminds me a little bit of Mudkip.
I heard you like Mudkips.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about him yet. I really don't.
What's your usual pick for starters?
Normally it's water.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Normally I choose water types. I normally just like the way the waters look more.
Mhm.
Except for Rowlet. I chose Rowlet, of course.
Yeah.
I literally never choose fire ever. I
Really?
hate fire types.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, like it's not that I hate them. I just don't find that there's any ones that I really like.
Yeah.
most
How
part.
about well?
I guess I chose even like with like Gen 1, I would choose Squirtle. I love Blastoise. I love Hydro Pump. So
I just never liked the grass types. Other than Sceptile. Sceptile was the only cool one, and
Sceptile was
also
neat.
the most useful one in the fucking region because there was
Yeah.
so much water.
yeah, Sceptile was really good, but for fires, like I don't know, like the very first Pokemon I ever had
Mhm.
was a Charmander, obviously.
Yeah.
Which like the first time I had my Game Boy Color, I got that up to like level 86 as a Charizard, and that's like at the time that was crazy for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, I've never really gone to fire again.
Wow.
Yeah, like even when I restart the first gen games again, I normally either do Bulbasaur or I do Squirtle.
Yeah. See, I don't like Bulbasaur at all.
Well, I like Venusaur. I think
Yeah.
Venusaur is pretty neat looking.
Really, I think because I actually made fun of him in my latest blog post of your video games, because I said he just looks like a frog with moss on it.
Yeah, fair enough, actually. But see, my thing with Charizard that drives me nuts is that he is not a dragon.
He's not, no.
He is the definition of a dragon when you look at him. But they gave him fire flying.
Yeah.
It's like you should have just gave him fire. Like
Yeah. And that's obviously
updated.
because in the first gen, the only dragon type was the Dratini line,
and it was
and
very
it was
overpowered.
overpowered, and they didn't want the fire starter to be overpowered too.
I still feel like they could have just like now that the game's more
They could
into it,
retroactively change it,
they could
just
change
like they
it.
did with the fairy types.
which
of,
I
like,
still hate. I think adding fairy type is dumb. I really think it was.
I
dumb.
wish they would have come up with something better, but
Yeah. If they're gonna introduce a new type, like there's so much more cool stuff they could do.
Lol, what kind of type would you like to see? Number 10!
What types would I like to see if I can make a type? That's not,
Yeah.
Now that you ask, of course it's hard. I think a light type would be cool.
Okay.
Just because they have a dark type.
Yeah,
I
well,
think-
I guess that's what they tried to do with Fairy, because Fairy is super effective against Dark.
Yeah, that's true, but I just
And their attacks
Fairy-
are very, like,
Fairy,
light-based, like, Dazzling Gleam!
see like, but why? Like I don't. I
Rainbow
really
Sprinkles!
I really don't like. Maybe it's just the term fairy type. I just
Yeah.
don't like it.
hmm And how it's super effective against dragons.
Yeah, see, I think a big part of that was they were trying to add more weaknesses to Dragon.
Apparently that
With
was
his
like
ice.
based off of like folklore of like fairies defeating dragons or whatever.
Yeah, you.
But I've never fucking heard about that before, and I feel like they could have done something better.
Stupid folklore.
They went into a direction that I didn't want them to go, which I also wrote down here. Like I would love for Pokemon to get darker,
Yeah, me too.
get gritty, get some tragic and death in there.
Actually, that's funny because I was thinking about that last night, and when I was thinking about it, I thought, what was I thinking again? Oh yeah, so you know how there's like a great war, like with like the great Pokemon.
Right, a prequel.
I
right?
thought like I know this would never ever happen,
Mhm.
but instead of playing as like a Pokemon trainer, you play as a soldier,
Ooh.
and it's almost like a first person shooter.
Ah, but you shoot Voltorbs
But you
instead of
like,
bullets.
you get well you run around as a soldier and you're in like the conflict and you're fighting other soldiers, but you also have your fucking 6 Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
and you can use them to help you. So like as you're playing, you can summon like a Pikachu for example, and like literally have it just like thunder shock everything and just like drop thunderbolts and lightning bolts and
So like it's like a special ability or even a kill streak, but it's an FPS.
well almost yeah, but like don't like. The Pokemon that you have, you should be able to use them 24 whenever you want.
Okay,
no
it's like
repercussions.
a secondary weapon.
It's like almost like a secondary weapon. So you have like your rifles and like you're shooting other people and you're shooting Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then you can use your own Pokemon.
Right.
And then like I thought it'd be cool if they had like the maps, like the whole game.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then like so like you can catch new Pokemon in a Safari Zone, but like you start the game with just normal types, and then to unlock like say like grass type, you'd have to like hold the region like Elix Forest and like the other forests, and if you hold the forests, you would unlock the grass types in the Safari Zone. Right. Then you go to the Safari Zone and you can catch new grass types.
Ooh.
And then your Pokemon would learn new moves based on how many kills they're getting in the field. And
yeah, and level up like that and evolve.
Like
yes, that sounds cool.
2-second thought in my head that I had last night when I was thinking about it, but I was like, that would be really fun.
That would be cool. It would be such a like different take on it, and just like a bit freshening up.
But the only problem is that you'd be murdering Pokemon, and I don't think Nintendo would ever say that would happen.
They would never do that.
You can just imagine holding your M16, just gunning down frickin' like little I don't even know. Little Rowlets. They're just flying. You're like,
no, not the Rowlets.
Yeah.
Enter distressed Rowlet meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the starters of Sword and Shield, and possibly Gun. That's the third.
Yeah.
That would be your game, Pokemon Gun.
Yeah. Well, it'd be like what? Pokemon. Shit, what would it be? It'd be like Pokemon Gun and Bullets. I don't even know.
Pokemon Battlefield.
Pokemon Battlefield, yeah, really. Like, what else are they gonna call it? Realistically.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a couple things. Speaking of the new game and the new starters, there's a couple things that I want to mention that I don't want in the new game. But they're not gonna do that.
What's that?
So this is just me bitching. First of all, I would like them to have either no catch tutorial or a skippable catch tutorial. Every single Pokemon game, they drag you into the grass and they're like, this is how you catch a Pokemon, and you have to watch the slowest fucking scene. And you know what? The first time maybe you're like, okay, whatever. But the thing with Pokemon is you want to replay it.
Exactly.
And then you have to go through that shit all the time, and it's fucking annoying. And at least I want to be able to say no. But even in the times where you have a choice between saying yes and no, they still make you do it. Because I remember in the original Pokemon Gold, when your mom asks you, do you know how to set the clock? Because they were the first to introduce the time. And even if you say yes, she still fucking explains it to you.
Yeah.
It's like, I just said, shut up, woman.
The one that I really wish you could skip that as well, because that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm really hoping for is that they go back to like being a proper Pokemon game, not this whole Sun and Moon bullshit where hey, do you want to play a game or do you want to watch very immature cutscenes with these kids with skull bandanas who think they're gangsters?
And they were just holding your hand this whole time.
Oh, that's why I will swear by it that is the worst Pokemon game they've ever made. I would rather them never make another Pokemon game again than make one like that again. Because that was just infuriating. I know people loved it, but it doesn't make any sense that they did, because they were bad. They were so bad.
Yeah.
Like, they were good games, but just the hand-holding, the constant trying to force a story on you. It's like, just let me have my adventure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck, I just wanna fucking explore and find secrets and be like stuck in a puzzle. And,
Exactly.
yeah.
So, hopefully this one is like, you start in the town, you do like your first like little tutorial area, getting to the next town and back again.
Yeah.
And then you can just play the game.
Yeah.
If you
can't teach me all your game mechanics in the first couple minutes, then fucking I don't wanna.
Well, like that's the thing is like with Sun and Moon, they also got rid of like gyms. There was no gyms in the game, which was like people were like, oh, it's not that bad. No, it was stupid. It was really stupid. The totem Pokemon, they were retarded. They were not fun. They were not cool. They were not unique.
And what's with the Ultra Beasts? They weren't even Pokemon. Like they called them Pokemon, but they come from another dimension, so it's like basically they're aliens or.
Yeah, it was like a jellyfish thing.
Yeah, like they don't. That's the thing. They don't even look like Pokemon.
Mhm. Yeah,
so it's like why?
Yeah, if someone who actually likes this game would care to explain some of this, maybe that would be nice because
come on our show.
Yeah.
You can hang out.
Come on an episode with us, drink our coffee, and tell us why you're wrong.
Another thing I would love for them to fucking stop is the trait evolutions. Like I mentioned before, I fucking hate them. Because here's the fucking thing. If I have a Machoke and I want a Machamp, I'm not gonna ask my friend to raise a Machop into a Machoke and then trade it and give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the way I want the Machamp is I have to trade it to my friend and then get it back. But the problem with that is I'm gonna have to need a friend who's also playing Pokemon who also wants to trade something and waste his time for me with that. B, I need to trust him to not just fucking keep it.
Very true.
Because the fucking you're supposed to have like a bond with your Pokemon. Like I don't want some random person's Machoke and then it evolves into Machamp and I'm like, cool. I spent so much time with this thing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, stop it.
That is one thing that annoys me. I can understand why they do it because it's like, then you're forced to like trade with your friends and stuff like that. But it's like,
what? So everybody has to get the other version and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, the problem is, though, is not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
Not everybody just knows somebody who plays Pokemon still.
And it made more sense to them, money-making wise, back when you had to buy a link cable and all that stuff. But now it's like, now you can trade all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it even harder. Like, it's easy to fucking find a Pokemon to trade or get rid of a Pokemon if you don't want it.
Yeah.
But it's so much harder to be like, hey, are you gonna give it back to me?
Well, exactly, because, like, I've met players online who are like, oh, hey, like, yeah, you can trade me your Machamp or Machoke, and I'll give you back your Machamp. And it's like, but will you?
Yeah.
Like, I've raised this thing to, like, level 50. If I send this to you, I've just wasted all that time if you don't give it back. Like, all he has to do is just disconnect, and it's like, boom, he has your Machamp now.
Yeah,
and exactly. You have a new Zubat, so...
Exactly. That's why you need to negotiate that they'll give you something valuable, too. There was one big move that Nintendo pulled. It was in Gold and Silver. Where there was an NPC that traded the Pokemon with you, and he wants to give you a Haunter, and you'll think you'll get a Gengar, but it's holding a fucking
an Everstone.
Everstone, and
so it does. Yeah, it doesn't evolve.
Motherfuckers.
It's the only way you could get a Gengar by yourself, and it's like, nope, not happening today.
I was like, oh my god, that's awesome, and just a fucking big move.
There's also one person who you can trade. Who is he? I think they ask for a Machoke, and you give it, and they brag about how it turned into a Machoke.
Yeah.
And how they have a Machoke.
Okay. Cool.
Hate you, NPC. Hate you.
Another thing would be nice. I love Gold and Silver. I love that you can visit an older region, and I want that to happen again. I
like that. Yeah.
I want to go through the Great Britain area, but then like go back to. It doesn't even have to be Kanto or Johto. Those would be nice.
Take us back to the Alola region, or it's called,
sure.
Without tutorials.
Yeah, like everything's burned to the ground.
Oh, there's one thing I liked about that game, though. One thing I really, really, really liked. My most hated aspect of Pokemon, by far, was HMs. I hate HMs.
Right.
Especially water ones, because there's too many water ones. Yep. You have water Waterfall,
Surf, and
dive,
whirlpool. Ugh.
There's 4.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that
what-
was a nightmare in Emerald.
Is your water Pokemon just supposed to be an HM Pokemon? No,
Yeah,
you want to be able to have like Hydro Pump, and maybe you want to have Bubble. So, but with that you can't unless you carry like some random Pokemon with you, but then you don't have a full team. So
Exactly. Yeah, you need an HM slave.
in Sun and Moon is what they did. Is instead of giving your Pokemon HMs, you unlocked like they're not HMs themselves, but they're like you just get like a Pokemon to fly for you, but it wasn't one of your Pokemon, so it didn't have to learn fly. You just got the ability to fly somewhere,
Right?
Or you got the ability to just surf. You didn't need the move surf. You could still get the move surf, I believe, but it wasn't an HM. It was just a move.
That's perfect.
So they got rid of HMs because they're dumb. They're so dumb. Like they're frustrating, and you can't delete them. I think you should be able to delete them.
Yeah, well, you can delete them, but you have to go to a specific person to do it. That's so annoying.
I think you should just be able to delete them normally, and then just relearn it with the HM.
Yeah.
Because having to use so many HMs is so annoying. Like ones like Fly, I like Fly. Good. I like Surf. Whirlpool sucks. Waterfall's okay. Dive is okay.
But it's, there are those the ones that are okay, like Surf, Dive, and Waterfall. Oh, water moves, and you probably only have one water Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
And you want them to have like all the other moves because you want the water Pokemon to also be diverse with like one normal attack or a dark attack because it knows bite or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just in case I have something that water doesn't work with.
I don't want to waste my water Pokemon giving it a bunch of HMs.
Or give us more than 4 fucking moves.
Yeah.
Ooh, what?
Actually, with giving us more than 4 moves, so that could be bad in the same way, because then you could stack it, right? You could literally give it, like, just hypothetically speaking, we've upped it to 6.
Yeah.
So now you can know, Hydro Beam, Beam Cannon, Hyper Beam, and have like all these hyper powerful moves, and then have like stuff like Crunch.
But they all come with like a caveat anyways. Like Hyper Beam is super powerful, but it only has 5 PP and you have to skip a turn.
5 PP unless you up it with the PP max.
Oh, yeah.
You can get it up
PP
to like...
I got my PP max.
I think you can get it up to
15?
7 or 8.
Okay, yeah, because... Never mind, yeah, I think I was thinking of something else. Because it depends on what it starts with. Because the ones that have 10, you can get way more... Yeah.
So, like, I can see, like, that just getting a little stacked with some people knowing some pretty dirty combos. Or then you also can maybe just keep, like, moves like Protect.
But then at the end, does it really matter? Because when you're playing against NPCs, who gives a shit? And when you're playing online, it's all about one-shots anyways. Like, who's first, who one-shots. So, I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon battle, a ranked Pokemon battle where it was, like, down to the wire of who has still some PP left.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be one thing. So yeah, go to all the regions. That'd be dope.
That would be really neat.
Thanks for getting rid of the HMs. Keep that. I also like how I think they started that in X and Y, where when you are in the red zone of your HP, it only beeps for a short time and then it fucking stops.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah,
so it doesn't stop. Oh, that was brutal. I don't play with the sound on anyway because I don't care for the music unless I'm in that haunted town. I can't remember what it's called now. First game's like
Lavender
Town, is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, the spooky one.
Yeah, spooky one.
Which is also like, this is when Pokemon went dark back in the day, so maybe they can do it again.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, you killed that guy's Raticate.
I also want a decent post game, because X and Y was dumb. It was like because usually after you finish the Elite Four, there's something more to it. There was a new region in the Red remake, in Fire Red and Leaf Green. There's in Gold and Silver, there's a whole fucking region with Kanto
awesome
to fucking visit. But X and Y didn't have much. There was like one little mystery mission or something with some weird detective.
Yeah.
But that was about it. It was just nothing more. And this would be great for like a Great Britain region to have like a Brexit kind of thing, where you try to get out of the European Union, but you fail. No, but yeah, I want a decent fucking post game.
Yeah, I agree with that, because even Sun and Moon, like, people said that was the good part about the game, was the post game.
Mm-hmm.
But really, there was nothing to do. It was just the same map. You just gotta actually explore without being disturbed. Like, oh, it's so good at the end of the game once you've played it for 16 hours and you finally drag yourself through those miserable cutscenes. It's like, but all I can do is just explore what I've already explored without interruptions. Why would I want to do that? Like, I'm already annoyed with the game.
And I really don't like. I don't know who enjoys them, but I don't like these like battle stations. It's like it's a different one in every game. It's like either a train or a fucking bus, or I don't know. You go there and then you fight, but your Pokemon don't even get XP from it.
Oh, actually, yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I actually like those.
Yeah,
some of them.
To me, it's like
some of them can be fun because I know, like, some of them you get like random Pokemon. You don't have to use your Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then, like, it'll like bring up like a conveyor belt of random Pokeballs, and you pick like one of them, and then you can swap them out for another random one, and like you can it's just a fun way to try out new Pokemon, and you can like set levels to like level 100 or level 50.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I enjoyed that part, but like using my own Pokemon was kind of pointless because like I can go do this and get XP somewhere.
The good thing about this is it wasn't mandatory, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, except for the tutorial of, like, them being like, hey, you're the new kid in the city, come with me, look at this. Don't you want to try it? No, I don't.
Well, let's try it then.
Yeah. Oh.
Although most of them, they didn't make you try that one, I don't think.
They don't make you try it, but they, like, drag you in,
drag you over,
like, you go into that fucking city, and they're like, hey, come here! Like, let me discover it on my own.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then one other thing in Sword and Shield that I wanted to ask you is, what do you think is going to be the next dumb Pokemon? We had the garbage, we had the keychain, we had the fucking vanilla ice cream.
The next dumb Pokemon, that's so hard to say.
It's probably something Britain-based. I want it to be like, you know, like the police in Britain, the bobbies, with the hats. I want that. I want it just to be a police hat. And then it evolves into the Queen's Guard hat.
No. No. Oh my, what could it be?
Just a hat.
What could it be? That's actually kind of a hard one because there's so many stupid things they've done. So many stupid things that I really don't know.
Yeah, and they did it in the first gen too, so don't even be an elitist about it. Fucking Voltorb is a Pokeball.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to admit that it has gotten worse.
No, it's the same dumb shit. There's a Pokeball.
But that's like one of them. I mean, like, they have like inanimate objects now, like a fucking chandelier, a keychain.
Yeah, the chandelier is cool though.
It is cool, but it's still a chandelier.
Yeah, it's haunted chandelier.
Watch out, my vacuum might get you.
What the fuck is the Magnemite?
What
the fuck is Muck? Muck is just cum.
Really, like, spelled backwards, yeah. But I mean, Magnemite's different because it's two magnets attached to like a centerpiece, but it's still different looking. It's not literally a key ring with some keys on it.
That one's dumb. I hate it.
I do admit that there are some dumb ones in Gen 1 too, but there is, I think it's like worse.
Fucking Venusaur?
Just a frog with some moss on it.
Yeah, what the fuck is this shit?
I really don't know. I think I'd hate it if they did this, but I can see them making like a cell phone.
Oh, just to be like relevant with the kid. Whoa, what if it's a vape?
Oh. Nintendo's just like, yeah, kids are vaping nowadays.
Kids are vaping.
Pikachu's just got a vape in his mouth. Hey guys, want to vape? Let's go vaping.
You want to see my special move? Smoke screen.
Yeah. Pika vape. Damn.
Cool stuff.
I hate the world.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
On the subject, what is your favorite non-starter, non-legendary?
Dude, there's so many.
What is one that you have to have on your team?
Ah, fuck, man. Okay, so one that was a bitch to get because I had to trade it with a fucking item, but I love it just because it looks so cool and it's so cool, is fucking Scizor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks so dope. and I love it. And it's so weak against everything. Like fucking Buck Steel, like fire destroys the shit out of it. But it looks so dope. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's so many cool ones.
Yeah, I can see that one. That was a lot of people's, I think.
Yeah, Scizor is cool.
For me, it's always been Seviper. I love
Okay.
Seviper. I love Seviper
Oh,
so much.
right, because you are a poison boy.
I like the poison
I'm
types.
thinking like Seviper is just a non-evolving Arbok.
Well, but Seviper is cool. He's got those big freaking fangs and stuff. I always thought he looked really cool. And like, I love the bug types and I love the poison types. He's both, so that works.
Wait, Seviper isn't bug?
Is he just poison?
Are you are you talking about Scolipede?
No, I know him. I actually mean Seviper, but
Okay.
I for some reason thought he was bug as well. I could be totally wrong.
I think you are totally wrong.
It wouldn't surprise
And
me.
we will fucking find out.
We will find out. He came in. You know, game he came in. I think
Ruby Sapphire.
was it?
Yes, Ruby Sapphire.
Why was I thinking Diamond and Pearl?
Because you're a gay little bitch.
Apparently. Ruby and Sapphire Pokedex. Let's see where he's at here. Seviper.
Sir Burper.
Oh, just poison. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So he is just poison type. Either way, he's yeah, like his tail's like that big blade and stuff. I don't know, I just thought he was always really cool.
Yeah, I guess it is a cool design for like what they can do with the snake. Yeah, because like Ekans and Arbok are pretty basic, and even the starter of Black and White, the
Servine.
Yeah, is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
So
Arbok had that cool ability or move set, I guess, where he'd do what was it called?
The Wiggle Wiggle.
No, he would do like it was like he had all these different abilities where he would I'm trying to remember what he did. Was it bulk up maybe? I can't remember, but he would like build up his energy or whatever, and then he could spit, swallow. I know. So if you spit, it would do a lot of damage, and if you swallowed, it would heal you.
Okay, I remember that first time being introduced with the Pelican Pokemon here. So I guess Arbok can use that ability too.
Yeah, you know, let's actually.
I never used him.
Where is Arbok? Oh, Arbok.
He's in the first one.
Yeah, but he'll be on this list too. He'll just be lower
Number
down.
10.
How many do you want on this list?
Yeah.
Sometimes they do multiple lists like that.
They be like
because
that.
yeah, now I'm curious on what those moves are called. He was first generation, so we'll just go
Red and Blau.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I was looking for more than that.
I don't know.
Number 10. I guess I'm just. So there's Arbok, looking stupid. Let's see. Moves. So, where is it?
Looks like you're a liar. Unless those are like Gen 1.
Yeah, these must just be. No, I know he learns these moves. Let's go to the National Pokedex.
Wow. We're going national! We're going regionals!
I don't even know a National Pokedex right there. See if maybe I'll change his movesets in here, so I know he gets these moves.
Unless you have been lied to all this time.
No, I know that he got them. That's how I feel right now, okay?
I know.
Because maybe they're on evolution in other generations. Oh, there we go. Gen 2.
Yeah, you should check Gen 3 because that's where that move got made.
Gen 3?
Yeah. Because that's literally the Pelican. There we go. Stockpile, spit up, and swallow.
Yeah, those ones. So yeah, you would use Stockpile, and you could use Spit Up to deal damage, or Swallow to heal. And I really liked those moves. They were really good.
Yeah, I didn't know that Arbok was learning them. Yeah, and the good thing about it is every time you use Stockpile, your defense rises, so you don't just get fucking nailed.
Yeah, exactly.
While you
and then, yeah, if like you need to heal, you just use Swallow, and if you just need to hurt somebody, you just Spit.
So I think you should, at least one thing you should probably like about the Fairy type is that now you have something to kill with a Poison type.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah, so that's one thing. I feel like that's the one that's another good thing that the X and Y generation did was make poison more relevant.
Which is good, because Poison's always getting a beat
Ooh, how did you like? I know you said you don't like fire Pokemon, but in Sun and Moon, there's this lizard that's fire poison, Salazzle or something.
Yeah, it sucked.
Really?
Or I think
I hated how it only evolves, like only the female one evolves.
I think I know what one you're talking about. I have to use this Pokedex and go to find them.
Sun and Moon.
Let's check out the Pokedex. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, and it sucked.
Because I thought it was a cool combination. Because poison always interested me, but it was just too weak.
So you don't know how to use it.
There it is, Salazzle.
Yeah, it sucked.
Oh man, it looks so kind of hot.
So yeah, level 33 female. It evolves into Salazzle, but Salandit here. I renamed it Bandit.
It looks so cool. He's like,
like look at his stats. Like they're miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you have to catch the female, and then you get Salazzle, and then they're horrible. His special attack's really good, and his speed's good, but no HP, no defense, no attack, no special.
See, if you were a fire Pokemon player, you would be used to that, because that's
so seductive.
Because fire Pokemon are very fast and strong, but suck at everything else.
Mm-hmm. This Glycopod, that was a fun Pokemon. It had an interesting ability.
Looks like a fucking. It looks like it's in a goddamn. What's that combat suit in Fallout?
Power armor suit.
Yes.
Well, look at its defense.
Damn.
On a bug type.
That's some good dim sum.
But if you look at its ability, which is annoying as shit, switches out when its HP falls below 50%. You think that's a bad thing, but it's not. The defense on that Pokemon was so high, it was actually hard to get it. Like, it took a while to get it down that low. And it dealt a lot of damage to its attacks, so it would just destroy you. And then as soon as it gets below 50%, it would swap out, which was good, because then as soon as you throw out your other Pokemon and just say they all fainted, you just throw it back out, and then the rest of its HP will survive you until you can revive most of your Pokemon and heal them up.
See, what I'm thinking of, like, how annoying it would be to fight an enemy with it, because you're like, I almost killed this motherfucker, and then it swaps out.
Oh, and yeah, trust me, that was really annoying. But it had some really good moves. But, Pin Missile, Liquidation was good.
It's fun.
But yeah, it was a fun little Pokemon.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like, I skipped Sun and Moon just because I was like, I don't want to play the tutorial. And I'm looking forward to the next one. It got me excited for Pokemon again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want to tell you a little story though.
Yes.
just a fun one. So Pokemon Gold was like the second game I bought myself. The first one was Pokemon Red.
Yes.
And after Pokemon Red, I was like, I need the next one. Like, as soon as Gold came out, I wanted it. And my brother, because he needed to be a contrarian, bought Pokemon Silver.
The better one.
Yeah, sure. And you know how there's this fighting type gym in Johto?
Where you get a free shop or Machoke?
No, that was in fucking Red and White.
You also got it in
no wait, that was a Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Oh, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee,
yeah. But I mean, like, there's a fighting type, there's an actual gym in Johto in Gold and Silver, where you fight a fighting type guy. It's on an island.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he has a Primeape.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the focus of the story.
Okay.
So my brother was playing Pokemon Silver. And then suddenly, he rips the fucking cartridge out of the Game Boy, throws it away, destroys the fucking thing. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? He's like, Primeape used Double Team.
Seriously?
Now, to be fair, Double Team was very annoying because it raises the evasiveness of that Pokemon, and then your attacks just don't fucking hit. And Primeape was super fast, so he was always like using it first before you even attacked. So once he does it, like once, twice, 3 times, nothing fucking connects.
Oh, yeah.
So it is very annoying. But he fucking destroyed his copy of Pokemon Silver.
That's so awesome, actually.
Primeape used Double Team.
That's awesome.
That was beautiful.
To get the computers back, here's my lovely Pokemon story.
Okay.
I was going against in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Mm-hmm.
I was going against the Ghost Gym. So, or the what do you want to call it? Yeah. So I was at the gym leader, and I don't know why I started the battle because all my Pokemon were damn near dead. I had one Pokemon left at like half HP that I was like, okay, it can do good. It'll do just fine. It got hypnotized instantly and killed. So I had one Pokemon left. One. A level 5 Togepi. And I was mad. I was so mad. I was like, why didn't I just heal up? I threw it out there expecting to die. I beat the gym leader. None of it
was normal, and
none of its Pokemon could hurt me. No, nothing could hurt me. I beat its Ghastlies. I beat its Haunter and its Gengar.
What attacks did you have? Did you have Metronome?
Yes, the one that uses random abilities.
Yeah. Oh my god, that could have gone so sideways if you would have gotten an explosion or something out of it, because that would have not hurt the ghost, and your last Pokemon would have died. Yeah. So that was like a fucking gamble.
But I beat the whole gym, and by the end of it, it was like level 20 something, and I was like, yeah.
I want somebody to animate that fight. Like I want somebody to be like, Durr, I'm Dustin. Like, comic goes something like, I'm Dustin, and I'm an idiot. I don't heal my Pokemon. And then, like, all your Pokemon die, and it's just like, I'm tired, go. And then it's just fucking, just randomly, like, hoping that that uses an attack that is effective at all against the ghost.
Right? And now I beat the whole gym. I was so happy.
Did you keep Togepi in your team?
No.
So there was no like redemption. Like I thought you were useless, but you saved my life.
The only reason my Togepi was on my team is because as I was in the gym, it hatched.
I love it! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It was just luck after luck after luck.
So cool! This is such a cool story. And then you fucking just chuck it in a fucking PC.
Yeah, I was like, and it's still hate it.
Yeah.
I never took the time to turn it into Togepi.
Now. Yeah, well, you know what? It sucked because it has to love you.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't love it, so there's one way street here.
And now it's normal fairy. Yeah.
Which now I definitely won't use it.
Alright. I think that's all that I had to say about Pokemon.
I have one more thing.
Oh shit.
We talked about it earlier.
Yes.
Evolutions.
Right.
I love Evolutions. I'm a huge Eevee fan. But what is your most desired evolution?
Alright, so the thing is they went off course. They always had in the first gen they had 3 evolutions because that's how they started, but they always had a pair, Umbreon and Espeon, with one being superior in like the super effectiveness, I guess. And then Glaceon and Leafeon, and I don't think they had anything after that. Until Sylveon.
Yeah, which is stupid.
So, yeah, and it's only one. It's like, you have a fairy, and you introduced it to beat dragons. Why not also have a dragon Eevee?
Yeah.
And it would make sense because, besides Sylveon, all evolutions are very, very physical based. I guess the first 3 don't make sense either, but like...
Well, I mean, Espeon relies on special attack.
Yeah. But I think their like attacks are usually like no, I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking they were very physical.
Well, I think lots of them are. But I mean, like,
no, you know what? It's the other way around. They're all special attack based.
Are they? Yeah. I know Espeon has like the highest one.
Yeah, but like, because like all these attack. I guess Umbreon was physical. It doesn't matter. I'm just like rambling at this point. Like, which one was it? But yeah. So what I thought would be cool. Was to have again 2 types that where one beats the other, and it would be dope to have a fight and a flying.
Fight and flying.
Yeah. Because I saw some like fan art of a fighting type Eevee, and it has like bandages around it.
Yeah,
looks a bit rough. That'd be cool.
Neat.
And I don't know what a flying would be like if it had wings or if like 2 of its things were wings, but it would look different for sure.
Definitely, it'd be cool though.
Yeah.
For me, without a doubt, Ghost type. I think a Ghost one would be super cool.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty interesting concept art by fans, like a mummified one.
The what?
It was like a mummified Eevee.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah, that was. I was like,
that's cool.
Need that.
Yeah.
And obviously, I want a poison one.
Right.
I think a poison one would be really neat if they gave it maybe like poison quills or something like that on it.
Ooh, yes.
And almost like I kind of picture like a porcupine almost.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
as an
almost
Eevee.
like Jolteon, but like poisony.
Yeah. Yeah, quilled and poisony and.
Oh, what if they would do the same treatment they gave to like Vulpix and Sandslash and whatnot, in the Alola region where there's like the different types now.
Yeah.
Fucking evolutions that have different types. So like it's the same design of all the ones that existed, but they're of all different designs.
Yeah.
Types.
I think the only problem with doing all these evolutions
Mhm.
is that there's only a certain amount of ways to evolve them. And
Right.
let's be honest, to how you get an Umbreon and an Espeon is just stupid. It took me
Evolve by day or night.
so long to get that fucking Espeon.
What I hated more was Glaceon and Leafeon, because you had to have that special rock around them, which means you could only train it in that area.
Well, no. Is what you do is you just get it to the level where it evolves, get it right to where it's about to evolve, then go to Elix Forest, stand by the stone, beat one random monster, and boom, Leafeon.
But the thing is that it still has to like love you very, very much, and there's no like it's friendship high and evolves in that area.
I didn't think it had to be friendship for those two.
But what it doesn't have a level.
Yeah, it does.
So let's find out.
Let's find out.
All right, my money is on gotta get gay.
Okay. Sorry, that was
it's Emerald or Ruby Sapphire. Yeah.
Ruby and Sapphire. Where's the Pokédex? Right there.
Pokédex. Yeah, I just
Where is
you can just introduce new stones. Just do it.
Eevee? I don't see an Eevee. Let's go to Gen 1.
What was it? Was it in Platinum?
Well, I'm just looking for Eevee, not for.
Oh.
Because if we look at Eevee, it'll show up all the evolutions.
Yeah. Because now I'm wondering, like, maybe it was in Pearl and Diamond.
Eevee, where are
the
you?
new evolutions.
Right there.
There's she at.
We forgot about Flareon. Look at those stats on. Wow, Eevee.
Damn.
Eevee, wow.
Damn Eevee.
Okay.
Oh wait, well it just shows you right there. You just clicked on Eevee again. Daytime, nighttime with high friendship for Umbreon and Espeon, yeah. Level up. Oh yeah, just level up near a mossy rock. Okay, I thought it was a specific thing.
I thought there was a level to it though too. Oh, I clicked on.
No, it just literally has to level up at that.
Oh, okay.
Affection in Pokemon and me knowing fairy move.
See, like, see, that's a stretch.
Yeah. And now they have to come up with new bullshit all the time. Like, no.
Yeah, so like this friendship stuff was dumb. That was so dumb.
At least give me a meter to like see it.
Yes. Because guessing.
Yeah, because you have to like go to get massages and all that, and you don't know. And then they give you like a vague like, oh, it likes you very much. I think it loves you a lot. Like, just give me a fucking stats.
Give me a meter, yeah. Because like, yeah, I got so many haircuts for this stupid thing. It just trying to get it to the friendship level enough to get the Espeon, and then you have to wait for the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it, and I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it. Actually, before we wrap things up, there's one more thing I wanted to mention, because I got rid of it, and I want them to bring it back.
Okay.
It was really time-consuming, really tedious, kind of annoying, but I liked it. It was like this punching bag system in
X and Y.
Alpha Sapphire. Oh, they had an X and Y as well?
Yes, yeah.
We can get like different punching bags and train it?
Yes.
I loved that.
Yeah.
I had a Tyrantrum, which I love Tyrantrum, by the way, because it has like the dirtiest just ability where its jaw moves do double damage.
Yeah, which makes sense too for the Pokemon. Yeah.
So is what I did is I farmed it until I got one with like max attack stat and defense stat. Or no, max attack and special attack. I don't even remember. I did max attack and something anyway. And I just trained its attack.
I know.
So high.
That's that's basically how EV training works.
Yeah.
Only this time we had as stats to go by.
Yeah.
And to actually see and keep track of and focus on.
Yeah, so you could train it, and like it took a long fucking time, but it was so awesome to be able to get there. Like when I got my Tyrantrum, like where I couldn't train it at all anymore, it was just nothing else you can do to it.
Yeah.
Its attack was insane. It's like level 70, and I can like probably one hit a level 100 with some of its bite moves. I use Crunch on something, and it's dead.
Yeah, this is what you do if you want to like have some rank battles. And I had a nice team of like crazy rank people for Pokemon from our rank team battles, but even if you win a couple, there's always somebody who's better. So.
Oh, exactly. But I mean, like, it's just finding like silly combos with my Tyrantrum, right? With like you just like I gave it I gave it Thunderjaw,
Mm-hmm.
the fire one.
Fire bite.
I don't even remember. So the fire one, crunch, and then one other jaw move for
The
the
ice
bites.
one maybe.
It might have been the ice one. I tried to give it all the elemental.
There's an
ones.
electric one too.
Or I think it had a unique bite one that I gave it, or chomp maybe. I don't remember what it was called. But either way, yeah, I gave it.
Nom nom nom.
They were all just fighting moves. I wanted to originally give it all the elemental ones, but there's only certain ones you could get at different times, or find in the game and buy or whatnot. So I gave it what I could, and yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap her up here.
We do wrap her
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long episode today, but hell,
it was Pokemon. It was
I
a
think-
lot to fucking cover.
I really think if we wanted to, we could keep going on Pokemon. We can just
For
go
another 7 days. Yeah.
Yeah, because we
We could go through each generation.
pretty well. But yeah, with that being all wrapped up, thank you for listening today.
Ha!
I didn't say watching.
Yeah.
I said listening.
Oh, there's one more question I have.
Oh.
Speaking of regions, you know what would be a cool region for next Pokemon game? Mongolia.
Never mind.
Okay, that's it. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I don't know what this asshole, but
No matter where you are, whether it's Mongolia or Netherlands, all the same.
So yeah. Make sure to leave a like, maybe leave a comment if there's anything Pokemon specific you'd like to hear. If it's us to pronounce things properly, we can probably maybe try that.
No.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, leave a like, leave a comment. It helps if you share, and make sure you check out Alex's blog here.
Ooh, the blog.
Check it out.
Or check it.
May as well just do the rundown.
Yeah. Or don't.
Yeah, you don't have to do the rundown.
I don't run down anywhere.
All right.
That's it.
Well,
I don't need your views. I need your views.
peace.